Hey y'all, Dennis here, Muddy Water Search and Recovery. I'm going to talk a little bit more on the Summer Wells case. I'm going to start by saying, obviously there is no further updates as far as where she is. There's still no answers with that. I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about what Summer's father said to a reporter. And let's see, on Monday, October 4th, and kind of go from there. Summer's dad spoke to News Channel 4 on Monday, October 4th. One of the topics he covered, he was speaking about the reward for information leading to Summer, and that it was set to expire at the end of December. The reward money would go to the Churchill Rescue Squad, who actually set the fund up in late June of 2021, saying it would remain active for 6 months. If no leads or tips resulted in the return or recovery of Summer Wells, the rescue squad said the funds would be donated to the Child Advocacy Center. And to be honest, I don't think anybody really thought we would be this far into this case and still have no answers on where Summer is. And we've all got our theories. A lot of our theories are the same or lead to the same area, but there's beyond theory, there's nothing at this point that has been released to the public. If law enforcement has stuff they're working on, obviously they cannot release that to us, because they've got to protect the integrity of their investigation. But Summer's dad was saying how it doesn't seem right that they would give up on her here in the next couple months by the end of December. Says he feels lost and feels bad for Summer, and he says it seems like a conflict of interest to him. In all honesty, none of us thought this case would go this long. So, I'm not getting a conflict of interest out of that myself. None of us thought it would go that long. And just because the reward itself was to expire in December, that did change. I'll get to that in a minute. But even if it did expire in December, that doesn't mean that everybody's going to stop looking for Summer. So many of us are still working on this case outside of law enforcement. Law enforcement are still working on this case. Going on to how December's not the cutoff now. In a written statement, the Churchill Rescue Squad Board of Directors has elected to extend the reward fund's expiration date to June 15th, 2022. Upon reaching the fund's new expiration date, they will reevaluate the deadline for another 6-month extension. So they're not giving up. We're not giving up. You're not giving up. So we are still digging into this, trying to find answers. And according to Summer's father, the family has not got any updates from law enforcement. He said the family stays in touch with the TBI and typically speaks with one investigator. And that TBI investigator tells the family they are still checking on a lot of things. And then they go right back to the whole stuff that's happening on social media, that it's bogged down their investigation. And they are still looking for the truck with the ladder rack, who they say may be a witness. In all honesty, as much media attention that this truck has received from day one of this case, whoever was driving that truck knows they're looking for that truck. At this point, my personal thoughts on this is, if that person was possibly a witness, or they done nothing wrong, they would have come forward at this point. So this is not only a concern, but a huge red flag to me that maybe the person in the truck is more than just a possible witness. why haven't they come forward and said, hey, here's my truck, I was there, I saw this, or I didn't see anything? What is stopping them from doing that is short of somehow being involved, in my opinion? And again, that is my theory, my opinion. I'm not trying to push that out as fact, because it's not fact. It's my opinion. Summer's dad did say that their sons are safe and they are doing well. And he also confirmed that the family has hired private investigators to help them find Summer. And he says he still believes that Summer has been abducted. Now, something I've talked about on other cases, when a family's trying to hide something, typically they're not out hiring private investigators to look into this case, because they could find something to incriminate the family, so on and so forth. However, there are times that a family member that was involved in a disappearance hired the private investigator to, I guess, look better in the public eye. So I'm not looking at that to try to sway my thoughts, my theories, etc. That alone, I can't really put nothing into that. If family members were not involved, I really feel for them, because social media has completely drug everybody and everything through the mud. If they are involved, they need literally drugged through the mud. Again, my opinion. But with this, there is still nothing out there that is saying Summer may be here, Summer may be there, other than theories. And basically every theory that we have heard at some point has been sent into law enforcement. As every theory we hear is scattered all over social media, and that's the theories and the phone calls they continue to receive, and that they say it's bogging them down. Now the TBI is saying that, the sheriff is saying that. My opinion, if you have thoughts on this case that you feel are relevant, even if it's small, contact them, get that to them. Again, if you're uncomfortable talking with them now, especially after them coming out and almost criticizing the amount of information that they're calling Facebook rumors, if you're hesitant to contact them, contact us, contact another team. We will get that information to where it needs to go. But don't let it stop you from getting them any information you feel is relevant. At the end of the day, they would much rather receive information from you that they may have heard 500 times than for you to hold on to that and Summer possibly not be found. Or that be the one little piece of information that just blows it wide open. Oftentimes it's the little things in these cases that do blow these open. So don't hold on to that information. Get it out to where it could actually do some good. With that, we're going to continue working on this. We will continue to update you on this case as it continues to progress. And until next time, you guys stay safe, and let's try to bring some of these people home.